Ashira. Channeled through Dr. Susan San Marco. One Who Serves. Channeled through James McConnell. July 17, 2015.
I'm Ashira and I am bringing this experience to you today, as well as bringing you a brief message before the questions and answers with One Who Serves. There has been much wisdom spoken today in the discussions that have taken place. Much wisdom, and each of you is probably feeling the same inclination to be reducing the amounts of things you read and reducing the amount of things you listen to and see. To be more respectful of your bodies, more respectful of your minds, and more respectful of your spirits. As energy continues to rise upon the planet, every person takes it in and processes it differently, do they not? As they take this energy in, they experience and express it in different ways. There are those that express it in their 3D world, speaking as ones who know. And yet, in your own discernment, you feel that these people are not of the highest but are speaking of what they know and what they see from their perspective. If one thinks that there are only a small percentage of those upon the planets that actually understand, see and know through the awakening process what is happening. All others are experiencing this in various ways and dimensions. Sometimes, any one person upon this planet may be in a higher dimension. They may be in longer periods of song, dance and celebration. Those who have not had as much time in the higher dimensions may not be as far along in the awakening process and pulled back into the 3D experience more quickly than you may be. For those that we speak to each week, through writing, through word and through the sounds of our voices, are those who are moving into the higher dimensions for longer periods of time. Playing in those. Experiencing those. Those in this room, those on the phone, those who read these words can sense more quickly when someone is coming from a different perspective than what you would resonate to. We know this is taking longer than you expected. It is taking longer than we who have been planning this and working on this expected, because the consciousness on the planet took turns that we did not see. Those that we have been actively planning games against, that we wish to take out of power, they have done their deeds too in ways we did not expect. But that does not mean that we have not continued the celebration. That does not mean that you are not closer to your celebration than you would know. So we bring you that love today. The love and the sharing, so that all of those things that you expect and that you feel and that you see and that you know, those are yours. As much as you can free yourself of those things that bring you back into the 3D perspective. For every time you can consciously do this, it will bring you into the realms where you can make the world into what you choose to make the world into. You will be reminded of the strength and the power that you are, and you will come to believe more and more in believing to see first. We give you our thanks. We know that you are keeping on, and we know that every time we meet with you, we know that things are different each week, each day, and evermore each month. We will step aside now to allow the One Who Serves to come through to share with you today. Thank you, and we will be together at the end. Blessings. One Who Serves. Greetings to you. Good to be here with you again this way. We listened to your conversation earlier. In some ways you could say we were planting the seed here. It is important that you look at this situation you are in, this illusion that has been created here. You, yourselves, have created this illusion. No one else has done it. You have done it. You as mankind, you as the collective consciousness, as man here, have created this illusion. There is much more to this though than you are even beginning to understand. The entire solar system is also an illusion, as well as the galaxy and the universe itself. And even beyond that. It is all a part of the grand illusion. That does not mean it is not real for you. It does not mean that it does not have some sense of reality, because it certainly does. As you get up in the morning and place your feet on the ground, you feel solid ground, do you not? That is not an illusion, is it? It is real. But you are creating this every moment of your life. You are creating that which is your life ahead of you. As you are creating your life, you are participating in this life that has been, in some ways, pushed upon you by others who have worked within this larger illusion, you might say. So, That is not to say that you are in an illusion because you are creating this at all times. You are the creator. You are the God, as was said earlier, you are God. You have the creative ability of God, of Prime Creator. Prime Creator put that ability into all of us. It is all part of the free will that we have. And each one of you is creating your existence in front of you. To look at this as an illusion or not, or is it real or not, does not really matter here because it is what it is. If you continue to go with the flow, as we have said, all things will continue to take care of themselves. That is not to mean that you do not need to take action and to move about and do the things that you have to do to live your life. Yes, you do. But as you continue to live your life, know that you are the creator here. All that you are doing to create your existence in front of you, you are creating the new world, the new golden age. You are moving into the new higher vibrations. As you move into the higher vibrations, all will continue to take care of itself. All of these worries, these concerns that you have here in this 3D world, all will be gone. All of it. So have no fear here. Certainly never. Anything that you hear or read about in all of these sources, let them come through you and do not hold them and do not allow them to make the programming here. It is not necessary. Just let it all go. Be aware of what is happening around you, but let it flow through you. We cannot emphasize enough for you to do this. Let it flow. Let everything go here. All will take care of itself. Okay? Now we will answer questions here if you have questions for One Who Serves or Ashira. Question: what is one thing we can do as individuals or as a group that will raise our individual vibrations? One Who Serves. Would you like to start this out, Ashira? Ashira. Absolutely. Thank you. Dear one, seek joy. Seek love. When your thoughts are astray, it is hard to have your thoughts in the clouds. Is that not correct? So as you continue to go through each day, choose to do things that bring joy to you. Perhaps that is music. Perhaps that is an activity. Perhaps it is enjoying small ones or pets. Take time each day to set aside for your joyful moments. Many people feel as if they have joy throughout their day, and that is beautiful and wonderful. There are those who tell you to raise your vibrations, and how many people say, how? How do we raise our vibrations? And yet what we share with you is to maintain a vibration for longer periods of time and to do it consciously. And if it is to be consciously, it needs to be by choice, does it not? What we would say is to find moments to set aside for joy. If you do not have truly joyful time in your day, find what brings that to you and set time aside each day, for that will continue to feed your highest selves in the most positive of ways. We could go on and on about what could bring joy, but what we would say here is to set that time aside at least daily to make that choice to experience joy. And One Who Serves, you would share what? One Who Serves, yes. We would also add here that when you are in situations where you find yourself being down or something of this nature, simply look at what is beautiful in your world. If you are outside, look at the sky, not the chemtrails, but look at the clouds and sky beyond this. Look at the trees. Focus on all the beauty around you. See the beautiful earth that is here. If you are inside, see what is right in your life. See what is good in your life. Be thankful. Be grateful for all that is there. Every time you do this, every single time, you raise your vibration. So, if you wonder how to raise your vibration, this is how you do it. You change your thoughts. Your thoughts become positive. You focus on what you are thankful and grateful for, and your vibration has increased. The more you stay in that, as Ashira has said, the more you move into the higher vibrations and dimensions, and you will stay there longer and longer. The next thing you will know is here comes ascension. This is how it works. Okay? Question: could you please speak on Project Bluebeam from your perspective? One Who Serves. Project Bluebeam is in shambles. It was something that was a figment of the imagination of those who would create this. Those that wanted to create fear and spread fear across the lands. And what better way than with an alien invasion? Would that not spread fear everywhere? Because of this was not going to be allowed. Even though they know it, those who would try to perpetrate this type of thing, they knew this would not be allowed, and still they persevered and tried to get in the back door and all of these kinds of things to keep this stuff going. But they are realizing more and more that it won't be allowed. So, there is no concern here whatever. When the Galactics show themselves, it will be real. It will be after all the fear is gone here. Okay? Anything to add, Ashira? No, that was perfect. Any other questions here? I have a question about meditation. I found myself having a very strong reaction to something that happened this weekend. It was very painful for me in terms of emotion. It happened a long time ago. I came to an understanding that those strong emotions are embodied in us somehow. I believe that if I meditated each day on something beautiful each day, I would create the environment to let go. Is that so? One who serves. Certainly, and now, let us look at what is the idea of meditation. To simply quiet the mind and focus on your breathing, that is something that is beyond what most people can do, because how often do you just sit and relax and concentrate on your breathing in and out as you have been taught to do and quiet the mind? I am asking this question of all of you. Are you able to quiet the mind, really quiet the mind? Or does the mind continue to chatter on? So, this is the practice here. This is the mind letting go. When we speak to let it go and all of these things, it is all part of this. To learn to quiet the mind. When you can quiet the mind, it opens up entire new worlds to you. Into the higher dimensions, into the higher vibrations. As we said earlier, you can simply look on the vistas ahead of you, the trees, the grass, flowers, all of this that focuses on the beauty around you and brings it within you. That is raising the vibrations. So, yes, when you can find the time, meditate. It can be formal meditation or a few minutes of quiet time when you do quiet the mind and allow your breathing to take you. Does this answer your question? Anything you wish to add here, Ashira? Ashira. As we look at this situation with our sister, there is an element of forgiveness in here that you mentioned. What we see here is that as part of the onion peeling that each of you has been going through. Sometimes it smacks you right in the middle of the face, does it not? And you think, I thought I was past this. I thought that this is a situation that would no longer capture my attention. One of the affirmations we have given before is, I forgive. You forgive. We forgive. And in this you release. If this continues to plague you, we might suggest that you remember that particular set of words. There is no blame. There is no holding on to this. It is a release mechanism that is meant to assist you. This is a question that arises for each and everyone in this circle. Again, as the onion continues to pull down and you feel as if you are in a new place, you feel as though you are viewing things from a different perspective, and then something hits an old hot button. You can take time in release and letting go. The meditation practice as spoken of by one who serves gives you the time and essence to breathe in and to breathe out. Concentrate on your breath and allow your mind to come to peace and release and forgiveness. Does that help? One who serves. Would there be other questions here now? Question: recently I have been seeing 11-11 everywhere I go, and series of numbers like 123 and 321. Do they have messages for me? One who serves. Yes. This is all part of the shift or transition that is going on. All of this is pointing to change. Change within you and change all around you. Many are having this exact same experience at this same time. You could look within this group, in this room, and many would say that they have been having these experiences for some time now. It is simply part of the shift that is taking place now, in the sense of the focus and awareness that you are having now. You are coming out of the veil is dropping, and as it continues to drop, your awareness goes up. As your awareness increases, so do your vibrations. This is how it is working. Anything to add here, Ashira? Ashira. No. We were chuckling because we know that many in this room can share the same experience. The opening of the portals. The gateways and heralding that for each and every one. One who serves. Yes. Does that answer your question? Any further questions here? Question: I have this light that keeps coming that shows every 30 seconds when I am aware. Could you please tell me about this? One who serves. Ashira, would you like to take this first? Ashira. Yes. I can take this. We have spoken many times about experiences you may have when the veil is coming down. You are having glimpses of that world beyond. That is, in part, of what is going on here, but it is also your observation of your guides with you. They are sharing with you and bringing information to you at another level. But also presenting themselves so that you know you are not alone, dear one. They are opening that veil and showing you the direction you are leaning and helping you to be at more peace. Does that make sense to you? And one who serves? One who serves. We would add here not only for the one who asked this question but for all who are listening here or reading these words after. All of this is part of the change here. Part of the shift. Part of the transition moving toward ascension. You will be having more and more of these experiences. Lights and seeming movement out of the corner of your eye and all these types of things. You will be looking at the sky and seeing things that someone next to you cannot see. Because you now are to the point where you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. As you continue to utilize the changes within you, you will see the changes more and more. You will have more of these glimpses beyond the veil. You will have more and more of an understanding of what is happening in the deeper levels of what is occurring here. You will be seeing beyond what others may be seeing or experiencing. You will assist them in understanding what they are going through. You see? Any other questions here? Question: I have a mother who has many past traumas and she is stuck in her core issues. What can I do to help her? Ashira. Thank you for this question. So many people have this question on their mind. This one is not yet awakened to the same kinds of things that you are awakened to. But fear not. Fear not. She is on the path that she is on and she will awaken when she is to awaken. Her core issues will be moved away from her in terms of being of concern to her. You will see her filled with love and light and you will know that it was then time for her to awaken. You will then be able to spoon feed her that which you know. She will be like a child to you that you will be able to assist and bring her into a fullness of her understanding. We would say, be at peace, my friend. Does that help? One who serves. Any further questions here? Question from the animal's perspective: what do they perceive as happening? Ashira. Yes. I will take this. We relate to animals in the 3D world in a couple of different ways. For a dog is always going to be a dog. They are going to mark their territory and they are going to eat their meals with relish. And yet there is this consciousness in each animal that is connected with all animals, all of life on this planet. They have their own soul groups and their own unity consciousness, and that is at a spiritual level. You, being one who is awakened to this, may be one who speaks to these creatures in such a way. If you open your heart and bring your questions to these creatures, they can have deep conversations with you. We know that there are many upon the planet who have opened their souls to their people. There are many who have been told that the animals have already gone through the ascension door. Even if your cat acts like a cat and your bird acts like a bird, their highest selves are holding the doors for humans. In some ways they laugh about the trouble humans have in getting through those doors. The light is there, and the more people receive messages from the animal kingdom, be they fish, birds, mammals or any of the animal kingdom, they know they are in your life for unconditional love. For they pour their light upon you from the highest realms, and they continue to hold those ascension portals open, knowing that they are walking through those with you. You will see your animals in very different ways as you move through the ascension process. You will see how they are part of the overall plan. you will see that the part of humanity that has made them as servants to man, has paid them a great disservice, for they have been there to share with us in total love. Does that make sense and answer your question? Yes. Beautiful answer. Question: I have a question about animals. Every morning I see a family of opossums passing at work. At night I see bunnies. At home I seem to have an explosion of spiders. What can you share about these? Ashira. What do spiders mean to you? Do you have a meaning beyond them being icky? No, not really. We would share with you that in Native American understanding, spiders are nature's dream weavers with the way they spin their webs. They believe that spiders protect your home, your domicile. They are there to protect your dream state, that your dreams may be productive, and while they are protecting you, you are able to do your work in other planes and dimensions. There are special creatures there to share with you in a very special way. The other creatures are there to continue to assist you with your connection to the rest of the planet, so that you do not become so focused on your work or the work you do for this group that you forget the rest of the kingdoms upon this planet. This helps you to remember that you are one with all upon this planet. And to get that connection daily, even twice a day, brings balance to your soul. Do you have time to stand barefoot on the soil with them? We would suggest that, for they will commune with you and share of their messages in the future. Today, the spiders had that message to give to you. They wish for you to know that they live with you in peace and harmony. Bless you. One who serves. Any further questions here? Question: the path that I walk on to get to work is filled with birds and lizards. I tell them that they have nothing to fear. Do they feel my energy? One who serves. Yes. Most certainly. Ashira. And we would add that if you have a few extra moments, ask them if they have a message to share with you. At times you will hear an answer and it will put a smile upon your face. Question: I have a younger sister who is in and out of the hospital. What can you tell me about her? Ashira. Can you please say her first name? Name is given. She came to this place and time to experience this life now in a way that she is peeling back her onion, let us say. For her to come to an understanding of various things in her life this time, as well as coming to an understanding of those things that did occur before. She is not accumulating new karma, but she is looking at her past in ways that help her to understand why she is where she is in this life and where she is going. We would say that the best thing to do to support her is to love her, to embrace her, and to assure her that you are standing by her, and that although you will not take this on for her, for this is not your role, you are there to support her as she makes choices each and every day. We know that is not a great deal of information, but it is what we see at this time. Bless you. One who serves. Do you see more? One who serves. No. That was sufficient for this time. Any more questions here? Hearing none, we are going to release channel. Nature is calling for him. Just to share here briefly that the plan is unfolding here and all are a part of the plan. You all have a part to play here. There is none greater or none lesser here in this grand scheme here. So do what you do each day, but find yourselves moving into these higher vibrations and staying there longer and longer. You will find as you do this that everything is being taken care of, you are being taken care of. All is as it needs to be. The more you move up in consciousness that way, the more you will feel that way. You will look at all these things around you in this 3D world and you will realize that it is part of this illusion. Shanti. Peace be with you. Be the one. Ashira. And I will close too. Thank you for the questions about the animal kingdom. We brought this up during the discussion as Susan was led to those stories today. It is time to honor all of those upon the planet, to know your oneness with all. Know that those who came to this planet with you came with the greatest intention of love and with their messages and their service to help you get where you need to be as an entire human family. We love you. We give you our peace. Namaste.